Welcome to Bitty Bum Boutique TV. Today I'm going to show you how to make this ribbon circle hair bow. It is so easy. You're going to love it. It's a lot of fun. There's endless combinations of ribbon and middles that you could do. So let's get started. And what you're going to need is a pair of scissors. You're going to need 1.5 inch wide ribbon of any color of your choice or print. I've been playing with some prints and it's a lot of fun. And you're going to need that to be 18 inches long. So 1.5 inch wide, 18 inches long. And then you're going to need a needle and thread. I've already threaded my needle. This is the kind of thread I use. It's just DMC floss, white, and I don't know if there's like a thickness or whatever, but I just buy it like this on the spool. And then I'm going to use a black flower to go with my zebra print ribbon, but you could use any middle that you want. You could just use a rhinestone. You could use a fun button. For these, for the bigger ones, I've been using little flowers. And this flower is about 2 inches. So if you're ordering flowers online, these are like 2-inch. I guess they're called daisies, I'm not sure, but they're the 2-inch ribbons or flowers, and they come in usually by the dozen already on the stem, and then the rhinestone is already there too. So I love these. They're so cheap to get online. I order most of my flowers from haloheaven.com, and they have all kinds of colors. They even have prints like this one I showed you, the zebra flower. And like I said, they come this way. Sometimes they don't come with the stem, but for making this particular bow, the stem comes in nice because it actually goes right down in the hole that we're going to create when we sew our ribbon. So let's get started. So you're going to take your ribbon that you chose, and what we're going to do is with our needle and thread. Now I usually don't like to sew bows. Like if it's a bow that requires sewing, then I'm going to skip it, or I'm going to try to find another way around it without sewing, because I just think that takes more time. But this bow is so easy that the sewing really is not a big deal. So what you're going to do is pick, it doesn't matter which side you're going to start on, but you're going to start, I've already threaded my needle and I tied a knot. So when I put it in to my ribbon, what you're going to do is you don't want to be right on the edge, but about right here, you're going to start. And you can pull it all the way through until your thread stops. And now we're just going to go back and forth. So now I'm going to come back up and try to stay, on this general line all the way down. It's not going to be a big deal if you veer a little bit, but you don't want to veer too much. You want to stay about in a straight line. So I'm coming up and then down. And then the only other thing that you want to be cautious of is that you want about the same space in between where you're going in and out of your ribbon. That way when you make it into the circle, when it gathers, it's about, even all the way around. So once you've kind of filled up your needle, you can pull it through. So we're just doing a gathering stitch all the way down our ribbon. And I'm telling you, this is so easy. And I'm not like a really good sewer. I usually give my hard projects to my mom, but I could sew if I have to. But when it comes to making bows, I just would rather not have to get out a needle unless it's absolutely necessary. So when I'm making my regular boutique bows, I don't use a needle and thread. But when I make these, and then when I've showed you in my previous videos on how to make the flower, I use needle and thread then. So sometimes just to gather or to connect ribbon, I use it. But I'd rather just be able to use my hot glue gun. So I'm just going all the way down. I'm trying not to go too fast so you can see what I'm doing, but I don't want to go too slow either. And I just, every couple stitches, then I'm pulling it all the way through. So you mostly just want to make sure your space is the same as you're going along. And I found that just regular grosgrain ribbon, I haven't tried satin or anything, but the printed ribbon that's actually, the ribbon is printed like the same material, works the best. I used some printed ribbon on another one that I did, and it actually, like, the flowers are kind of like painted on the ribbon, so it still looks good, but it didn't gather as good. So if it's any kind of a different material, then it doesn't work as good. Okay, and so for when you get to the end, you want your last stitch to be up. You want to be coming up the top of your ribbon so that this piece is going to fold down. So you're going to pull that all the way through. And now you can see that we have, it's going to form a circle. So now your only other step, your next step, to make it into its circle, you're at the top of your ribbon, and you're going to, actually, I'm sorry, we want to end, no, that's right. Now we want to connect it to this side. So just pick a spot right there near your knot. It probably doesn't matter if you end top or bottom, but, and then you're just going to pull it tight. Now, since I didn't do this, I'm going to tell you guys to do it. It's probably better to go ahead and heat seal your ends before we connect the two sides together. So I'm going to do that quickly with my lighter. Just that side and this side. That way you're not trying to do it when they've already connected. Okay, so we've done that. I already have my thread through, so now I'm going to pull it tight again. And once you tie it, that's when you can kind of adjust it. So just pull tight, then you're going to cut your thread and just tie, I don't know, like 3 or 4 knots. Just pull it. You don't want to pull it too tight because you don't want it to break through your ribbon, but you want it to, you know, keep its tightness in the circle. Then we're just going to trim that off. Trim this one that we started with. Okay, so now we have a circle here, and you can kind of play with the end there, but you're not going to notice it because they just blend together. And so now you see they're about even all the way around my creases. And that's the back. So you have a hole right here in the middle. So like I said, you could put a button right here. You could put a rhinestone. I'm going to put this pretty black flower, and it's so nice because that stem just fits right down in there. And there is a little bit left off, so you don't need it to overlap the back, so I'm just going to trim this off like that. And now it'll go down in there. So I'm going to put some glue all along the back of this flower. And my glue gun has been on, so it's going to act up a little because it's been on too long. So you just want to go up the stem also a little bit, just like that. And then just stick your flower right down in there. Kind of squeeze it all together. And voila. You have, I just think those are so pretty. And they're perfect, like, if your girl is in dance and they have to wear a bun, it would be so pretty next to the bun. And you can add any clip you want. I added, I added alligator clips to these. So just a lined alligator clip glued to the back. I'm short on alligator clips, so this one I would line and then just clip it right on the back, or you can add a French barrette. You could glue it to the back, whatever kind of clip stays best in your daughter's hair. I just think these are so fun, and like I said, here's some examples. I made this with polka dot and the turquoise flower. I love it. I love this red and zebra combination. So I think my daughters are going to really like wearing these. So I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, and hopefully I'll be putting out some more videos. I know it's been a while, so keep watching, and thank you so much for all your kind comments, and everyone is so nice on YouTube and saying how much they like my videos. I'm so glad that they help you guys out. It's so fun to know that you guys are watching them and being able to make your own bows for your girls. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.